Hello everyone, it's Saturday, April the 9th, and I just got home from a really neat benefit concert that was organized by Marilyn Reeser on behalf of the Women's Shelter. It's called April Showers, and it was held at the Colliery United Church, and they were wonderful enough to donate the space for the evening. So anyway, excuse me, a bunch of us, some people came and donated goods for their homes, like towels and mops and brooms and sheets and curtains and things. And then others just paid the ticket price. And what that does is it allows the shelter to buy things that everyone needs for their home and stockpile them so that when women are moving out into the community, they have a supply there that they're allowed to choose from. So I think it was a really nice cause, and the music was excellent as well. Today was a kind of an administrative cleanup day in the studio. I didn't, I shouldn't say that. I didn't, let's just say I didn't start working on anything serious. Not quite sure what my concept is for my 2 big shows coming up, but did a little bit of playing with some monoprints, layering monoprints really, and collaging them and sewing them together. And so I'm incorporating the whole loving sewing paper together. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's playful and kind of refreshing, but you know, every day I do that, it gets a little more stressful for the other stuff. So. And finished another bowl today. You could check that out on my Facebook page. Taking old canvases and actually making sort of decorative bowls, functional pieces, which are folded and they're very organic, and I really enjoy making those as well. So I'm sort of like cleaning house, getting rid of all these excess materials that I have that can't be used for anything but some sort of recycled project. So that's, it feels good to turn things that are could be thrown out into something that's useful or aesthetically pleasing. So that feels good. What else? Our workshops are filling up. So if you were thinking of doing any, there's only 3 spots left in a couple of them, and there's lots of room in the collagraphs and in sequential stamping and stenciling. So, but for the monoprints and for the screen printing and lino cuts, those are filling up. They're at, I think, 7 people each, so we only have 3 spots left. Today was a great day at the studio. It was gorgeous weather, so people were out and about, and I got some people in that were, really glad that they found me, and wrote in my guest book, and sort of on the way out say, we'll be back. So kind of feels good that that potential to build some clientele in Barrie is coming. So I was kind of thinking, I'd head into the studio for tomorrow, but then I'd stay, tap in on that opportunity for more people sort of wandering in. But I haven't spent a whole lot of time around the house. A lot of stuff needs to be done here, and my husband's birthday is coming up, and I want to have a few surprises for him when he gets home. So it's sort of really torn. Also, there was a really cool talk down at the Barrie Art Gallery tomorrow on painting today, which I think would be pretty relevant for me to head down and listen to other artists speak about the struggles they're having as painters, or concerns, or but they're in town. So anyway, I'm sort of debating whether to go to that, because it's more time away from both my studio and the house, and it costs money. I think it would present some cool opportunities to network. But the other thing that's going on in town tomorrow is a really neat guy named Joel Perron is having the opening reception at Airbus from 2 to 4. So if you wanted to head down there, he does collage work, nice bright colored collages. So I'm sure he'd appreciate people stopping by there. So I've kind of said to myself, I have a huge list of things to do both here and at the studio, and because I want to get a bunch of stuff done on the house, I've kind of said to myself, alright, well, you're not allowed to do anything artsy until you've done one thing around the house you want to get done. So it kind of tells you where my priorities are at. So, tomorrow I'll clean the kitchen and then I'll allow myself to do an artist submission. It's just kind of, I have to do things that way at this point. Or else I would just spend all my time on the computer trying to market myself. It's just endless if you want it to be. So that's my plan sort of for the next 3 days. But I also want to get a little more painting done in the studio with the oil paint because it's really stinky, and I'd like to have that done while the gallery's kind of closed up from a lot of customers coming in. So I might head in later tomorrow and paint some trim or get a third coat on the door and paint the bins with the green. Yeah, so anyway, not too much. There is a deadline coming up with the Art Bank, Canada's Art Bank. I think it's April 15th. So if you want to see if they want to buy any artwork, you can check out their call for their art bank. And I have to get paperwork in for Matthew's Hall, Holly and Ivy. I have to get paperwork in for Queen Street West Art Crawl. I'm gonna get art paperwork in, I think, for Wortley Village, Artists in the Park. So yeah, so there's a lot to do. There's another art festival also happening up in Penetanguishene. Victoria Potter is organizing that with a couple of other artists. I think Kate Ramos is involved with that from Barrie as well. And that's very reasonable to set up for an art fair, so you might want to look into that. Contact Kate Ramos or Victoria Potter. Morning Whisperer, I believe her name is, if you want to Google her on Facebook. So I'm going to sign off because it's late. It's 1:45 in the morning. And yeah, I think that's everything I have for today. I'll take a look at my paperwork and maybe if I find some extra calls for submissions that people might want to be interested in, I'll do another blog tomorrow. So, just a reminder, next Saturday from 2 to 4 at Museum London Art Rental, I'm having an artist reception and their feature artists there for the month of April. So it'd be good if people could come out and I could say hello and you could take in a few of my new paintings. Thanks to John Tamlin who stopped by this weekend and documented those for me. And thank you to Kathy Remlesky who did a little article on the show in the London Free Press for me. It's very nice to have that little bit of coverage to promote it. Yeah, okay. So, good night everybody.